Hey everyone.
Welcome back.
It's the Spider Pals podcast.
Back with another episode.
I'm Addie.
I'm Zach.
I'm B-Man.
And I'm Vinny. And today we're going to be talking about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
so
talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. First off, the most amazing intro to ever walk the face of this earth.
Deadpool, yeah. That was really good.
With the NSYNC dance.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. I loved it. I don't know what we're doing here, but
I don't know why you're holding the shield.
I think he just wants to show it off.
I feel safe now.
Gambit had a pretty cool intro too, though. Like all of those cameos did.
Yeah.
I
I had the Chris Evans cameo spoiled for me, but my friend didn't. So I gotta bring her in and like see her reaction. And she's like a huge Chris Evans fan. She's like obsessed with him.
Oh, she's not as big of a Chris Evans fan as me. I can guarantee you that.
She is a big fan of Chris Evans for like a girl, but like it's funny for Christmas. I got her like a pillow with Chris Evans' face on it, and she was so excited. And the intro was just amazing. Oh my gosh, I know the dance by heart.
The skeleton dude, that was so like. You're probably wondering if we're gonna honor the tradition of Logan. We're not. Like that was great. That was just so great.
I agree. Like that, and then just just the cinematography wise of just throwing all the bones to kill everybody. Like that was funny. But the whole
I was great for that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so I won't put my weapons down, but I promise not to use them.
Yeah.
And then he just completely, wrecks them with all that. That was pretty great.
I mean, he didn't use his weapons, so he wasn't lying.
No, he just used Wolverine as a weapon, which worked.
And then their weapons.
Yeah.
The claws, when he put the claws on and he popped the claws out, that was great.
Wolverining is hard.
Wolverining is hard. I'm sorry. Wolverining is hard. That was so great.
I was laughing so hard in the first few minutes. I watched it first with my grandma, and it was so funny, especially watching some of these scenes next to her, like, especially the Hugh Jackman scenes. I was just like, this is weird.
Hey, no, the Hugh Jackman, though, that was great.
It was great.
It was great.
What about all of the different Wolverine cameos? What did you guys think of those?
Short King.
Short King was great. Short King
hops down from the bar stool, and his head is like at the same height as the bar stool.
Yeah, that was great. That was perfect. And it wasn't CGI or anything. It was a real actor. That was great.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
The Calverine.
Yeah, I feel like that's over. I feel like that's kind of overhyped. Like, it's not really like, in my opinion, it's not a good fan cast. Like, I don't know. I don't think Hugh Jackman can really be replaced as the Wolverine, though.
Yeah.
I grew up. Marvel, the MCU did not exist when I was a kid. The X-Men movies did. So he's been Wolverine as long as I've been alive. So I'm kind of biased, but.
Yeah, but it's kind of
for
like...
Secret Wars, imagine Hugh Jackman and Henry Cavill back-to-back as both Wolverine.
That would be cool to see, yeah. It was definitely cool to see him. It was just like, but Hugh.
It's kind of like, replacing, like, Captain America, I guess. Because, like, remember
with Sam.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier came out and everyone's like, Sam didn't deserve the shield, Bucky did. Everyone was just kind of mad that Cap was gone. So, like, if something were to happen to Hugh Jackman and he had, like, a legacy, like, I feel like people would be like, oh, he can never live up to be Hugh Jackman. But
I feel like the next Wolverine, and this is going to be very, very controversial, but I feel like the next Wolverine should be his daughter, Laura. I feel like X-23 should get the Wolverine cowl next. Like, if he dies or they do something to him in the MCU, it should be her. Because she's in the MCU now, too. So...
I agree with
Disney
that.
brought him back. They're going to make him do this till he's 90.
If not longer.
That or he's going to sacrifice himself, and that's going to hurt. So they'll pull a Tony.
Yeah. Which they did, but they didn't die.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
That's crazy. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
One thing I wanted to talk about, just because we are so Spider-Man oriented. I can't remember what time frame it was in the movie. I think it was in the beginning. That too. But,
They were in the taxi.
Not the taxi. They were in the Honda Odyssey.
Oh, they were in the Odyssey.
Oh,
You're right. You're right.
Yes, the
Go
greatest
hard.
car ever.
I've not noticed them out around now.
Oh, same. But the scene with Happy, and I guess it was when Tony was still alive, but the Iron Man helmet, it was confirmed that the little boy in Iron Man 2 that like Tony
Was Tom
defended
Holland.
was,
Yep.
Tom
was
Holland,
Peter
yeah.
Parker, and he was wearing that mask, and then the mask was there and it was covering Peter, and my heart shattered into like a gajillion little pieces.
Yeah,
I
that
think
I
it's
noticed
like
the
a
first
fan
time I
theory
watched it. It
forever.
stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Also, you guys know that RDJ was actually like interviewed to instead he was gonna be that role instead of Happy. That's why Wade made the joke of, "Do I get to speak to the big guy?" And
The
Happy
big
was
guy.
like, "He doesn't do stuff like this anymore." That's because RDJ said no because of the Doom
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I can't wait to see some deleted scenes. I think that
Nicolas Cage was supposed to be in the movie too as the Ghost Rider.
It's Ghost Rider. Yeah, I heard about
I know
that.
me and Zach have seen it. I don't know if you two have, but like, it goated movie.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
It's great.
I've heard nothing bad about it.
No, literally, it's a good movie.
Why was Thor crying?
Why was Thor crying?
I don't know. They
I-
said we're gonna find out in Secret Wars.
I want to know why Thor was crying though, so bad.
I also want to know why Thor was crying.
I feel like it's not gonna be that big of a plot line.
It's not.
Probably
but I just wanna
not.
know. I just want to know.
His regenerative ability. If he's about to die, oh wait, I'm fine.
I literally think it's just gonna be Thor doesn't know that he has a healing factor and sees him dying and is like, "My brother," and then he's gonna be like, "Oh wait, you have a healing factor." I don't think it's gonna be a big thing.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
It is funny. It's a funny gimmick. It was like the oh, he's gonna say it. Avengers, play on. That was so great.
That was
amazing.
Yeah, that-
perfectly.
Like, that scene was cool and all, but I really wanted it to be Captain America. Like, I thought it was going to be him.
It can't
It's
be.
like
It was Fox. It was a tribute to all of the dead Fox movies.
Right. But at the same time, it's just like, Captain America, I miss him, and I wanted to see
Yeah.
him again.
To be honest, my opinion
watch
on
the
that
old
scene,
movies.
I was really disappointed that, like, he goes, flame on, right?
Yeah.
And then Pyro was just like, you know what? You just don't get a cool action scene.
Yeah, no, that was kind of like, and then like 5 minutes later, Cassandra Nova's just like, like, bro, come on.
You know how much he was doing to the budget?
Yeah, right.
Or
Okay,
literally.
but that was probably genuinely true.
Yeah,
It probably
100%.
was.
Chris Evans, like, he can't be cheap.
Yeah. And then
well.
it's so funny the end credit scene was just Chris Evans completely just I was laughing so hard. And my grandma was trying to get me to leave because she was like, "There's no post credit scene." I'm like, "Grandma, there's always one." I was like, "There."
Oh, yeah.
Like, sit down. It was worth it.
Yeah, the most, just the most trash talk anyone could possibly do in one sentence. It was
I mean,
like,
Deadpool wasn't lying.
no, he wasn't.
Deadpool doesn't lie
Yeah.
necessarily. Like, as far as
He
I've
doesn't
noticed,
lie.
he tells
He
half
just-
truths or lies.
He tells half truths or white lies. He doesn't full out lie.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
Yeah.
to. He knows
This
dirt
is
on
true.
everybody.
Yeah.
All the memes of when I'm with my family, Captain America. When I'm with my friends, Johnny.
Johnny Storm, yeah.
Storms.
It was how quickly they made a meme out of Gambit.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
I'm
bad.
gonna make a name for myself right here.
I'm trying to think the Gambit memes. I still quote them all the time because my friend's a huge Marvel person.
I
so
cosplay him, so yeah.
Yeah, it's hard not
Yeah.
to. That
No,
and-
it is.
that and
But the towards like the end of the movie, seeing all of the Deadpool variants was cool. Honestly, like, I feel like there could have been more. Like, one thing I was kind of disappointed by, like, I wanted to see like a Spider Pool or a Venom Pool or like kind of different Marvel characters combined together with Deadpool. Because like they had some cool ones, like Sheriff Deadpool played by Matthew McConaughey. Like, that was really cool. Like, the samurai and the Welsh flag and the Canada pool, like all these different ones. Like, that was so cool. And obviously, like Blake Lively and his kids. That was cool and all, but I feel like they just kind of threw in a bunch of like Deadpool 1 suits and Deadpool 2 suits and just kind of called it a day. I feel like they could have been a little bit more creative with that, but that was the only critique I had in terms of like cameos, I think, was just that. Other than, I feel like, I don't know, a few other cameos would have been kind of cool to see, but like, obviously they have a certain budget that they have to meet. I think seeing Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider would have been really cool, or even Ben Affleck as Daredevil. That would have been cool too. I mean, we did get Jennifer Garner, but
yeah, it was nice to see Jennifer Garner.
Not.
I was so excited when she popped on screen. I'm like, oh my gosh, and
oh my gosh, it's her.
On the note of Deadpool variants and cameos, they did have concept art that was released that they had like Deadpool T-Rex, like whatever the Deadpool T-Rex is called, I can't remember his name, and then a bunch of others. Like, they had a ton of different variants they wanted to do, but the budget probably didn't let them. But yeah, I agree. They reused the Deadpool 1 and 2 suits a lot for those variants. Yeah. But they did have some other like comic accurate-ish variants. Like Kidpool wasn't even comic accurate. Where were her lightsabers? His lightsabers, sorry. Where was his lightsabers?
Yeah. But it was good.
At all. Like, it was nice to finally have a Marvel movie where I walked away and said, that was a really good movie. And there was, I didn't really have anything to like nitpick about. Like, I thought it was really good, but also I kind of like everything. So, I mean, there's been Marvel movies. Like, I'm a huge fan of the Marvels, which I know a lot of people aren't. I get it. But, like, even watching that, I'm in love with the characters and stuff, but I was like, they could have done some things differently. It's nice to finally walk away from a Marvel movie and just, it was genuinely good, and it made you laugh, and it still had serious
I would agree.
It was funny. It was a good movie. It was a feel-good, good-hearted movie. It was funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
I remember I saw it a little bit before Brave, and we were talking about it, and he was like, hey, how was the movie? And I was like, Marvel still can make good movies.
Yeah.
I remember the first thing I said to my grandma when we were out of the theater was, I was like, Marvel's so back. I was like, we're back.
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, I'm really hoping the next few movies are good. The Thunderbolts trailer released, I think, like
that was
yesterday.
Insane.
It looks so good. I'm disappointed in Bucky's haircut, but that's fine. But it genuinely like looks good, and I'm interested to see kind of where Marvel goes from here. And, I'm ready for the street stuff again, so.
Yeah, which, I mean, we are a Spider Pals. I know we're talking about Deadpool Wolverine, but we are, Spider-Man.
I need Spider-Man 4.
Right. Spider-Man 4, I've heard rumors of if it's going to take place after Avengers Doomsday, which would most likely akin to it not really being a street-level thing, which would be a little disappointing because I do want to see.
That's just rumors. They already declared that they're going to start filming like 2025, like the same time they start filming Secret War.
So I wonder if there'll be some crossover.
Probably. I mean, well, yeah, he'll probably get the symbiote from Secret Wars like he does in the comics, and then they'll run with that storyline for the next 2 movies until they introduce Miles in the third or the second.
Yeah.
Because that is their plan, is they're going to introduce Miles when Tom's done with his contract.
Don't say
which
that.
will be cool to see, because that means
it's
like...
true. I love Tom Holland, but it is time to introduce Miles Morales to live action.
I know,
I
but
would
they're
agree.
going to have to...
Brave, I know, and my son...
It's my time.
My son looks at Peter Parker, even though I cosplay Peter Parker, and calls him Miles. So it's time for Miles to get his live-action debut.
But I'm hoping they do kind of a PS5 thing where, like, maybe Tom and whoever plays Miles can have a movie together, and then Tom die. Or
yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to have him, like, meet Peter, probably, and train him for a movie, and then Peter will probably die, and then Miles will take on the mantle.
That's going to hurt so much.
It's going to hurt, but that's how the comics do it. And if you're a comic book nerd, then you've already felt that pain 100 times. You've watched Peter die 1,000,000 times. It doesn't hurt anymore.
Yo, but it's
right.
so
It will
much
suck,
harder.
though, because it's Tom Holland, and we all love Tom Holland. We can't not.
Yeah, but honestly, what I think maybe slightly cooler is if Tom Holland dies before Miles becomes Spider-Man. And so that way we have to see Miles kind of like, taking it upon himself to want to like move up into the Spider-Man role and kind of see him work through things and figure out being Spider-Man on his own without a teacher. Because in the Spider-Verse, he had Peter B. Parker to help him out. But I want to see a Miles Morales like post Peter Parker death, having no training, absolutely like no training at all. He just got bit by the spider, got his power somehow, and like that's all he can do is just figure it out on his own, like Peter does. But it'll be different because it's Miles.
That's his comic origin.
Do what?
That's his comic book origin.
Well, I mean, there's so many different comic origins.
No, that is his actual. No, I'm mainline 616, like not 616, but whatever universe Miles is from. That is his main storyline. Is Peter dies, and then he gets his powers. Like he has his powers when Peter dies. He doesn't use them because he doesn't want to be Spider-Man. When Peter dies, that's when he starts using his powers because he regrets not using them and saving Peter.
Okay. Wait,
that's actually... Miles' story. It's not, and also, I'm not going to spoil it, read the comics, but his story is not what they portray in the Spider-Verse. It's similar, but it's not the same thing.
Speaking of Spider-Verse, I'm so excited. I know it's a while away, but Beyond the Spider-Verse is taking so long to get here, and I want to see
it. It's too long.
It's taken so long, and like, I know Gwen's not going to get a new suit, but... it'd be nice.
She doesn't really need one, though.
She's got comic book variations.
Yeah, that's all for today's episode.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Be sure to swing by and check out the rest of our episodes.
Don't forget to love up that like button and subscribe.
Catch y'all in the next one.
Oh, wait.
Get started. I'm trying to remember the intro. Give me a second.
Oh my goodness.
I'm the worst at this one. Wait, okay, I got it. Wait.
Do you?
Wait, do you really?
Okay. I hit my funny bone. It hurts. Zach, I'm sorry. It looks so silly.
That looks goofy, bro. You can't even tell you're Spider-Man.
You look like Spooderman, just a little.
I'm gonna buy one that looks better, but it's not bad for now. It works. I look like him. Dude, I was so happy.
My kickboxing class, they're like, "Oh, what you doing tonight?" I'm like,
What did you like to know?
What did you like to know?
Watching TV.
Today we're gonna be talking about Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine. God dang you!
Come on, Zach, rip the symbiote off.
Get it off.
Get it off, boy.
Did you forget the eggs for Aunt May?
No, I forgot the milk.
No, she forgot the birthday cake.
Okay.
Can you get it tomorrow after work, though?
Very sure. At work. Hold on. Shirley, what did you just do?
More bloopers.
You Oh no, flip my binder up.
Oh god.
It's my public speaking textbook.
It was like
all the pages are out now. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, she just completely wiped out and now.
Sorry.
Zach, what did you do?
This is like lightsaber.
Oh,
why are you fidgeting with things?
It's so fidgety.
Grab a
my
deck
shield.
of cards
Let me
and
blow my
fidget with
lightsaber.
those. Grab a deck of cards, fidget with those.
Not turning on.
I weathered it up and everything too.
Yeah.
Birds.
What are we talking?
Anyways,
she won't let me live my life.
back away, please.
Well, I'm sorry. The Spider Pals podcast comes.
I was gonna say your life might be interrupting the podcast, not to be.
We missed the part where that's our problem.
Oh, he feeling he in
how
his
you
Bully
really-
Maguire era.
But it was.
When do you work tomorrow?
Why is my Mac not charging?
Why are we talking about this on the podcast, guys?
This is the
now
real
you're
talk
back.
that the people come for.
Real
They
talk
don't come.
with the Spider Pals.
Real talk with the Spider Pals
knocked
podcast.
the-
We can call it. Well, no, it's not spoiler free at this point. But
It's so strong.